Everybody thinks I'm Don Quixote, but I'm not. My problem always was, how do you tell Quixote? How do you explain to a modern audience that a 17th century man is reading books about the 12th century? From the beginning, it was having a modern man in there. It was very important, but it became more interesting about a guy who was a shoemaker who stars as Quixote in a little film, and the film being that actually makes him mad. People don't read the way they used to read, and films define their world now, like books on chivalry defined the world that Quixote believed in.
Action. Sí, sí. Un hunter, foul bandido.
It's like, there's Mount Everest. I'm going to climb that one day. And the mountain never goes away. The mountain's always there, and you wake up in the morning, there's the mountain. And that's what's kind of kept me going. Okay, I'm going to finish this, no matter what. We will finish it. It's when you're possessed, and I do think it's as simple as that. It's a form of madness. That's all. Which is proper if you're trying to do Quixote. You have to be mad.
Don Quixote de la Mancha, the knight of the mournful countenance, come to restore the lost age of chivalry by a special will of heaven.
I think the biggest problem was that I was a bit intimidated by the fact that so many people were waiting for the film, and they had their own versions of the film, and I just thought I was going to disappoint a lot of people. So that actually made me more tentative when I started shooting it, but eventually you just get caught up in the work, and you've just got to solve the problems each day, so you forget about everything except surviving. And there's autobiographical elements in there that were a result of the failure of the earlier ones. So at a certain point, I find it hard to distinguish what is the film and what is the reality of my life.
I am Don Quixote. You are Don Quixote.
But that is the reality. Everybody thinks I'm Don Quixote, but I'm not. I'm really Sancho Panza. The film is Don Quixote, and it dragged me on this mad journey for a long time. I'm the practical one. Like we'd won the race, and then suddenly, boom, is another hurdle. It was kind of expected, because Paulo is crazy, basically, and he was so determined if he wasn't the producer of the film, then nobody would produce the film. It wouldn't exist. He was creating such chaos around us, frightening distributors, exhibitors, everything. And the festival has really just made it clear, basta, stop. Now that people will be seeing the film, that's been always the important thing, is to get it out to the public, because I know it's a really good film. And once people start seeing it, they will understand what the fight has been about, trying to get this film out.
Don't be nervous, Sancho. This is our reward for all the pain we have endured. Did I not say I'm going to make you king?
A big black hole is in front of me. I have no idea. It's been so much of my life for so long, it's just empty out there. It's very strange. What I've got to do is go away with my wife somewhere and sort of come back to the family, come back to the real world. What's interesting about it is it wasn't like every day I was working on Quixote, because I'd go and do other films. But those films would finish, and suddenly it's back to Quixote. So it always gave me a point that I was going towards, a mountain still to climb. And now I don't have a mountain.